think from the minute Brittany started figure skating, she had an incredible passion for the sport. She loved the freedom of the movement. She loved the creativity. She loved the competition. She loved being out there by herself competing. I would say the first year she really got very interested in it, and her first competition was in Greenwich, and she just happened to win her first competition. So she just fell in love with the sport and took off from there. She would compete a lot. She competed junior nationals. She made it. She was alternate twice, and she also made junior Olympics several times. She won a lot of different competitions. She was always in the top mix of girls that were competing, and she was very, very competitive.
She represents the Skating Club of Boston. Would you please welcome now Brittany Leah.
How was it having your daughter live away from home? What allowed you to do that?
Well, I was not really crazy about the idea of letting her live away from home, although I would come up every week and pick her up, and she lived there and trained there and was with people that, you know, took care of her and watched her. But it was sad because she missed out on family times, family dinners, and that was a sacrifice we had to make as well as Brittany had to make. Brittany had the hip surgery, and she fought back from that, and she missed a lot of skating, weeks and weeks and weeks of skating. But with the crutches, with everything, with the pain, couldn't wait to get back on the ice. She got back on the ice, she rehabbed, then had a second hip problem. She made it to junior nationals, which is the biggest competition of the year. Had terrible hip pain, got cortisone shots in her hips, continued to persevere, continued to be relentless about it, never gave up, was completely persistent, and said, "This is it, I'm going." I remember I was in the back underneath this, like the stadium area. My husband was watching her on a computer, and I called him, and he was telling me every jump she landed. I couldn't even watch her because I was heartbroken that she had to do this with so much pain.
She comes to us from the Skating Club of Boston in Boston, Massachusetts. A warm welcome, please, for Brittany Leah.
It was an unfortunate experience. It's difficult when you love something, you have the passion, and you have an injury standing in the way. Personally, I wish she wouldn't have liked it so much, because it would have been easier to walk away and say, you know what, I don't want to commit to this anymore, I don't want to do it anymore. But she wanted to give it her all with injuries, and for that, she was amazing. She was sad when it was over. It was sad for many years. She's now finding a new way to express her creativity, and you know, it was a wonderful learning experience. I wish she didn't have to go through it, but she did. She's stronger for it. She knows that you have to just keep pushing through life and deal with adversity, and that's part of life and part of living, and I'm very proud of her for doing that.
Good job, Mom.
I can't believe I got upset. Anyway.
Thank you, Mom.
I didn't even know what I was saying. I never got to the third injury.